Welcome to Living Off the Van. We're the Nolders, Henry and Sarah, along with our 3 kids, Nyoka, Kiana and Louie. We've packed up our everyday lives to travel Australia with no known end date. Watch and subscribe to Living Off the Van to follow our adventures and see all the amazing places we go.
Couple of days before settlement, a lot's happened and we've been very busy and cleaning up and getting ready to end this chapter of our life, I suppose. As you would have seen in the last episode, we would have shown you the car and how that turned out. Took a long time to get all that sorted out, but anyway, we got there.
Yeah, it actually felt good to finally finish the car, and then it's just like, yay, that's done. Ticking boxes.
We ended up deciding to go with a storage facility for a couple of reasons, in that it just seemed to be a little bit easier, and I suppose all the security in and around that, and not having to worry about the shipping container, which I touched on a couple of episodes ago. So yeah, we just went with that decision. How long to book it for, we don't really know because we don't have an end date with this. So
yeah, we just said we'll lock in definitely 12 months. So we said we'll pay 12 months up front on the storage shed, and then we'll go from there, whether they contact us in 12 months and say, okay, your lease is almost running out, do you want to renew it? We might do another 12 months, we might go month to month, we don't know.
Yeah, so. It just depends on where we're at and the current environment where we are and how all this plays out. Who knows? It might cost a lot more to do this than we think. We just don't know. So 12 months is just a good starting point. That'll just be extended, I would assume, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, so we found the van we wanted. We searched all over Australia for this specific van brand and model and layout, and then we found the one in stock in WA, in Perth. So we were like, well, we don't want any other van. So we're like, we need to lock in that one. We'll sort out freight and we'll sort out everything else later. Yeah,
it was something that we thought would have been very easy and straightforward, and as it's turned out, turned out to be a nightmare in the border restrictions and changes in the WA, and our hearts sort of sank there a couple of weeks ago when they changed again, and it took out the option of us going to get it, which we kind of already made the decision that we weren't going to get it. We were just going to have it freighted anyway, but even the freight people couldn't give you an answer on what they were going to do, because in and around the testing and being able to get their hands on a test, basically, in and around COVID. But anyway, we've sort of dealt with that, and we rang around some transport companies and how we're going to get the van into Victoria and
load shift.
Yeah, so we chucked it up on load shift and got that from one of our mates. Family friend of ours told us to chuck it up on load shift and go from there. So we done that, and
so it's pretty cool because you just get online, you load the transport job in there. So they ask for what needs to be picked up, from where it's going, weights, lengths, heights, widths. All of that stuff, and you submit it and post it, and then transport companies basically email, call or text through quotes and time frames as to when they can get your van to you, and then you just pick the one that best suits you. Yeah,
so it was we got a reply instantly from a shipping company, so it would have gone onto the ship that it would have arrived in from Melbourne. In the first place, so it would have gone back on the same ship to go back to Melbourne, so that was kind of a bit interesting, but that's okay. The other issue that we had was we didn't really have any other options right then, and sure enough, we kind of had to make a decision pretty much today. It was in and around what we're going to do, and got a random phone call about 2 or 3 hours ago, and now it's going to come by road, which is really strange. And the transport company is not far from us. It's probably 2.5 hours from here, and they're going to land it right at their depot for us, which is not in the city, which is great. So the van's actually got to go back to the city.
To Melbourne when it lands to get a ATM upgrade. So we're going to get the payload increased from a 3.5 tonne van to 4 tonne.
Once that's done, then we have to take it to the dealership or the brand name of the caravan that we went with, and then they upgrade the compliance plate as well. So the chassis has its own compliance plate, and then the manufacturer has another compliance plate too. So there's 2 plates that have to be upgraded before we can get it registered.
Yeah.
A little bit of a process. It's going to take, by the time we do it all, it probably costs $2,000 just to do it. By the time you drive to Melbourne and get it all done, like it's just going to give us an extra, I'd say, what's that, 1.2 tonne payload? Is that right? Extra, it's 700 kilos now, so that'll be close to 1.2, let's just say, tonne worth of extra stuff. I don't think we're going to need that much stuff, and if we do, it's just peace of mind that it's been done, and I don't have to worry about it, and it gives us flexibility on what we can and can't do. So the next issue we're going to have, I think, will be ball weight. So we'll just have to wait and see what that's going to be, but it should be fine.
Yeah, and then it's the drive back from Melbourne all the way back to Swan Hill to register our van.
So to get it registered at Vic Road so that it's done and it's all compliant and ready to go, and basically, we'll do a fit out video. Yeah. We'll probably end up...
We'll do a walkthrough once it's fully fitted out, like with the car.
We'll do a walkthrough, I think, when the van's here and when it's empty, and then we'll do... I'd say we'll fill it and probably live in it for a little while, probably a couple of weeks, and then once we're happy with it, we might do a bit of a video and show you what we've done. And
out of the house soon, we'll be living in our caravan, and we'll be hitting the road. Yeah,
it's a bit funny that a few roadblocks there, but everything's actually happening a lot faster than I thought. Everything's actually lining up perfectly, like day to day. So we'll just have to wait and see now and go from there.
Like, subscribe, comment if you want to talk to us about anything. And we'll post another video soon.